and welcome to Hungary tour, where I visited the largest swimmable geothermal lake in the world and the second largest in general. And since it's located on the far end of Balaton, we swung by one of my favorite places on the way. And this place in question is called Tihany, a small town on the northern coast of Balaton, home to less than 1500 people. And it's a beautiful place as it sits on a hill that's also a peninsula. There's a great view of the lake in almost any direction you look. There's also a ferry port connecting it to the other side of the lake. The streets of Tihany have this cozy, magical atmosphere where it feels like a mix between a theme park and an old village, and well, because it kind of is, as it's mainly sustained by tourism. Despite that, it's a wonderful place, and everywhere you look you'll find something interesting. It's also very easy to find yourself lost, browsing the endless kiosks and boutiques selling everything from lavender-scented soap to dried paprika. If you know a lot about plants, you may be wondering how on earth a Mediterranean plant like lavender can be native to this place. Well, it isn't. It was brought here from Provence in 1926, and thanks to the rich volcanic soil, just like the world-famous wine of Balaton, it started thriving here and became very popular soon after. After checking out all the lavender products in existence, we headed up to the abbey to admire the view from top and grab some coffee. The abbey has its own historical significance too, however, as its founding document is the earliest written form of the Hungarian language we have today, and even though the document itself isn't here anymore, there's a museum below the church showcasing its importance and history. After admiring the view, we headed to the cafe. It sits right under the abbey and it has an amazing panoramic view in every direction. Despite the weekend, there was thankfully no wait, and we were given a beautiful lakeside seat where I took some more videos as we waited for our orders. I had a tiramisu and some lavender coffee, and they were great. A much needed refreshment after walking around in the sun and climbing all those stairs. After the refreshments, however, it was time for us to get back on the road again, as the spa was closing quite early and I still had some driving to do. So apart from its impressive size, Lake Hévíz is known for its medicinal properties, mainly for back pain and similar problems, but also for its strong sulfur smell, something I vaguely remember from visiting it as a child. So I was curious to see how bad it is, but also I had high hopes for the water. Upon arriving, you're greeted by this great entrance. Once inside, you get to choose to go directly to the beach or walk through this amazing glass corridor, right into the middle of the lake, where the building just sits on top of it on stilts. Like I mentioned, it's the largest swimmable geothermal lake in the world, only second to Frying Pan Lake in New Zealand, where, as you can imagine, it's way too hot for swimming. The depth varies between 2 meters at the shallowest and a kinda scary 38 meters at the deepest. The flow of water is also very strong, so strong in fact that the entire lake gets replenished every 72 hours. Something I was very happy about considering how many people bathe in it on a given day. So I made it to the actual bathhouse. This is the lake behind me, and hopefully it's not too deep and it has some healing properties. So I'm not a bad swimmer, but and they said 38 meters, I got a bit scared, but should be fine. And yeah, this is what it looks like, and it's also, as I said, connected to a hospital where a full rheumatology clinic exists. So you can just come here and enjoy the health benefits of this facility. So, I'll go try the water. So I'm inside the lake now. That's what it looks like. It's quite beautiful. They got these inflatable circles, which I might not need if I was swimming normally, but while holding the camera it definitely helps. I don't remember the water temperature. I think it's 30 degrees. It's definitely a bit above room temperature. It's pretty nice. Let me show you a bit higher. Look at this place. Well, the sulfur smell ended up being very mild, and sadly we couldn't take full advantage of the healing properties of the water in the limited time we had, but it was a really pleasant experience anyway. The whole facility has this really cool structure, where it's mostly on top of the lake on stilts, but also has buildings on the shore. It's unlike anything I ever visited before. It has such a unique vibe compared to any indoor spa, beach or community swimming pool. I think it's partially because it was built so long ago, and also due to it housing a rheumatology clinic. Whatever the reason for its unique atmosphere, I'm glad we tried it. Such a special place. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little travel video. If you did, press the buttons below, and I'll see you around next time.